contender.
Whoa, hey.
We had a great ladder match. What did you have?
Yeah, well, we're #1 contenders now.
Remember
you.
Yeah, I remember you too.
You understand that the Golden Jets are #1 contenders now, right?
You understand Big Bill and Ricky Starks don't have a tag team name, but we're still the best tag team there.
We do. It's ETT, WTHD, whatever the hell it is. We'll see you guys soon. Tony's going to book a match. We'll see you very, very soon.
See you soon, Chris.
I know you, Big
Looking
Bill.
forward to it.
Yeah, and I know you, Starks, too. I haven't forgotten. Beginning of the year.
I beat you twice.
You did beat me twice, but you're a son of a bitch.
I love my mom.
That's good luck.
Oh, wow. Well, we can.
I don't give a shit about
Look to be
Oh,
honest
we
with you.
can flip it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Glad y'all moved them pickles out here.
Yeah, I know. I'll get
Mine's
these,
good.
get these out of here. It's the last thing. They actually took them.
So, hello. Every time I say hi, you guys never respond. It's a bit forced, so I don't really believe it.
Congratulations to the AEW World Tag Team Champions. The match tonight was incredible. That was incredible.
Didn't believe those hand claps either. So
That was
That's pretty funny.
a brutal match, and you guys deserve the applause because that was insane. And for you guys to win a match like that, it shows a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tony.
Who are you?
Yeah, who's that guy in the
Who are
back,
you?
the long-haired dude? How'd you
A
get in
friend
here?
of who?
It's my friend Ian. Yeah, it's
Oh,
been around a long time. In the music business, he's a good guy.
Just had to ask.
Everyone out there is wondering.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's got cool hair.
Question here?
Iman with LA Excites, congratulations on the victory. I thought it was an amazing match. Very fluid too for a ladder match. Sometimes those matches can be disjointed, but it was poetry in motion. How do you prepare yourself? How do you psych yourselves up for a match like that, knowing your body is going to go through hell and back, and you're going to be sore for weeks on afterwards? How do you psych yourself up?
You go first. You go first there, Ricky.
Oh, well, you know, I get paid every 2 weeks, so I look forward to that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. You can't. That's like asking me, hey, how do you prepare for a strap match? I don't know, bud. You just have to do it. Those matches are very grueling and tough on the body, and they take years off my career. But I blame you guys for wanting to see that.
Yeah, I mean, kind of just in the back when our music hits, me and Ricky go out, and then we do what we do. I mean, we've only been a tag team now for what, 2 months? We're already the World Tag Team Champions.
I know you
There's guys
better.
around here that have been doing this for decades, traveling the world, going to Japan and going all over the world as tag teams, and they have never accomplished what we've accomplished, and we've done it in 2 months. Is that right, Ricky?
Yeah,
a little under maybe?
I think I met you 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And now look at us.
Yeah.
Thank you. Question over here.
Where?
Right here.
Who are you talking to like that?
Hi, Mark Hoke Show on KDOM 101.5 FM Las Vegas. As you said, you guys haven't been a tag team for very long, but the fans are really taking to you. What do you think is making your team so special right now?
I mean, you put two stars, individual stars in a tag team, people are going to get behind it. Two dudes with charisma, two dudes that are good looking, right? Am I right, Ricky?
I thought you were gonna say something else when you said two dudes, but
two talented guys that are, you know, charismatic, and they have the look, and they look like stars, and they walk like stars, they talk like stars, and they act like stars. People are going to get behind that.
Yeah.
It's that confidence that we have.
I've been a star since 2020 of June. Dynamite. That was me. That hasn't changed. So regardless of what happens, it's still evident. And then you put me with another big star in Big Bill, and this is what you get. I don't get why people are so surprised it's worked out.
Yeah, I'm a little confused too. I mean, FTR, nothing to take away from them, and
Take it away.
House of I mean, a lot of the tag teams here, they don't have what me and Ricky have, individually or as a unit. So nothing against them. They're fantastic. They've accomplished a lot. They've worked really hard, but they just don't have the tools that Ricky and I have.
This really pisses people off. We aren't tag team wrestlers. We're tag team champions. We're single wrestlers. Okay? So that says even more about the fact that we're tag team champions. We're the baddest dudes in AEW. That's insane. Y'all should be so blown away by that. Because I think about it, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, it is.
Right here, Denise.
Thank you.
Denise Salcedo, Instincts coach. Ricky, you were just talking about being, singles wrestler. You had a phenomenal year. I want to ask you about the work that you did with Bryan Danielson, because those 2 matches were incredible, and I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Those matches were very special to me, and I think you guys have seen me this past summer go through a lot of things that was out of my control, and to see me come out of it on that end with the Danielson match that I had no expectations for, that I really didn't know what I was getting into, to come out of the other side of that and have the reception be what it was, where I'm on a flight and I'm crying because everyone was so, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I felt like that what you saw was as raw of a Ricky that you're going to get in a match, especially with everything involved. That was as raw and passion and everything that I could give. So that match actually stands the test of time for me. It ranks very high for me personally. And yeah, I would, crazy as it sounds, I'd do it again.
Thank you.
Couple more, good chance.
That's right.
Currently with the Wrestling Observer for Bill. The past year and a half, obviously you've done a couple different things, but also looking back to where you were before then, with obviously you've been very, very upfront with your addiction and being able to overcome that and kind of see where you are right now as a champion, kind of reflect a little bit on the journey that you've had since obviously, when you hit rock bottom, and now you're obviously healthy, you're a champion. Obviously, we all know that you're, engaged with Lexi Nair.
Damn right.
And basically.
Yeah. That smoke that does the interviews, that's my fiance. Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's public, so that's all right. But yeah, basically, kind of just kind of just reflect a little bit on where obviously you were, and now obviously where you are now.
Yeah, I mean, in 2018, 2019, I was at the lowest point in my life. My addiction was in full force. I didn't leave my apartment. I was drinking all day from sun up to sundown, and I never thought that I'd be back in professional wrestling. I thought that I was just gonna keep existing a miserable existence like I was, staring out my apartment window at the sun setting every day as I just drank myself to death. And, I guess the light bulb went off, and I think wrestling was a big part of how I got sober. I always, my first love in life has always been professional wrestling, from the time I was going to shows at Madison Square Garden as a very young kid. And there came a moment where I actually believed if I got back on track, I could make it back into the world of professional wrestling and make it to the top of the world of professional wrestling. And I really believe that in my heart. I know a lot of people, they say things like, I believe I'm going to be the man, or I believe I'm going to be the world champion, but you could tell when you look in their eyes, they don't actually believe it. I really believed it. I thought, if I can get back on track, I am going to make it back to the top of professional wrestling. And now I'm AEW World Tag Team Champion, sitting at this table as one of the top guys in AEW, and I would say that that's the top of the professional wrestling world. So I did exactly what I thought I would do.
And Bill, that is unbelievable. That is unbelievable, and I am really proud to say that AEW's been a part of this, but really what you've done on your own, and it's amazing the journey you've been on. That was an incredible story, and your story is incredible. And something else that I find incredible when you told me this is that this championship, this AEW World Tag Team Championship that you hold with Ricky Starks, that you, Big Bill, this is the first championship you have ever held at any level of professional wrestling. That is astonishing, and the fact that you've come so far and from where you came back from, it's pretty amazing, man.
Thank you very much, Tony. And that is correct. Yeah, FCW, NXT, everywhere I went through, I never won a title, no tag title, no individual title. So winning this title here, it was a very special moment for me. So, yeah, thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Last question.
Russ Wickland, Daily Mail. You mentioned that you're singles wrestlers, but are tag team champions. How can you trust each other moving forward?
Look at this guy already trying to create a rift. They see the success and they're going to create a. I see what you're doing, man.
I really wish it was that guy that gave us the question.
But on that note, maybe you can have a team name and call yourselves Absolutely Big or something along those lines.
I don't think that's a...
The market testing didn't go good on that.
And also, too, that's not a name that I share, okay? That's a name that I have for myself. But the other thing is, why do we have to have a tag team name? That is what blows my mind. It has to be these, what's your tag team name? What's your tag team finisher? What do you do? Hey, how about I just see him at work? We text afterwards. He shows me what shoes he's gonna buy. I show him what outfit I'm gonna wear. We coordinate that way. We get in the ring. We know what we do best. We don't have to make it a mega powers thing, and we win the titles. Has that ever crossed anyone's mind? You get what I'm saying? Who cares about merch when we make merch on our own? He has a shirt that says Big Bill
with a boot print on it.
I have 3 shirts. More than that, actually, but they're on there. If you cared about merch for us, you would have purchased it separately, as opposed to us being a tag team. That's how I know you don't care about merch. You just care about being right. All right?
Attention.
You had a question? No, not you. Her. With the glasses.
Oh, me?
Yes. Okay, I'm just trying to help you out. Sure. You.
I want to follow up.
Oh, damn. I know.
Getting back to Bill's story. What made you take the chance on Bill? What did you see? And other athletes that you've hired in similar positions, what do you look for that makes you want to give a second or another chance?
That's a really great question.
That is
It's a really
so
good
glad I called on
Thank you. I really appreciate you asking that. Well, in Bill's case, Bill's a phenomenal athlete and a phenomenal person, both. And I really was excited when he came in. I really enjoyed meeting him. He's obviously somebody that had experience in pro wrestling, and he's somebody that a lot of people in AEW had really positive experiences with. And when I met him, I really liked him, and a lot of people who I really trust and admire had really positive things to say about Big Bill. People like John Moxley and Diamond Dallas Page and a lot of other people who I really respect came to me and said, I think you should talk to Bill. And when I met him, I just really enjoyed talking to him. And I remember saying to you, hey, has anybody ever called you Big Bill? And you said, my basketball coach called me Big Bill. I thought, yeah, well, I like that. You should be Big Bill. And ever since you first came in, he's just been working really hard, and it felt like the time and place for Absolute Ricky Starks and Big Bill. They're 2 people that came from different wrestling backgrounds, but they bring so much to the table. They have different skill sets, but they complement each other, and that can make for great wrestling. And so you asked about what I saw in Bill, and then you asked also about what I've seen in other people that have, I just think it's really great because in AEW you have a mix of people from all different backgrounds, people who came from independent wrestling and worked their way up and worked through a lot of great independent promotions and built a name on the internet. And I think that would, Ricky Starks is somebody who had a great reputation. I think that would be fair to say.
From what? Oh, that company, yes.
From wrestling and not. I don't just mean wrestling. I mean wrestling in independent promotions.
Oh,
and and when you came into AEW, I think people were excited to see you because you built a great reputation. And then Big Bill had built a reputation. He had been on national television before he came in, but then there's a lot of people in AEW that had been on national television. There are some people that came here, and I think it's really cool, and have made a presence for themselves that were on national television and like jumped to be here. And there's other people that have really rebuilt their careers and started from scratch here, and I think that's really cool. And as much as anything, I take pride in that, and people rebuilding their careers here and people who've come here and worked their way up. And this is like a really great combination, I think, and that's why it's great to have the World Tag Team Champions up here and looking at the cool really combination of 2 different stories and 2 different sets of things they bring to the table with Ricky Starks and with Big Bill. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. guys. That was great. That was awesome. Thank you very much, champs.
All right. Thank you very much, guys.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Oh, you don't do the hug thing anymore.
You want one? No. Oh, good.
Hey,
You asked.
come here. I got you. Bring it in.
Aw.
There it is.
That's great. That's great. Thank you, guys.